I actually have time to do another one because I'm on my lunch break from being a teacher right now. I'm on my lunch break. I'm actually teaching at a school right now. But since I have so much time on my hands, I actually want to do this real quick. All right. There's been rumor in the video game industry that the next generation console, PlayStation 4, is rearing to go, and that Sony, the rumors has it that Sony is planning on restricting players from playing used games. When I heard this, I have to say, I was like, what the? Are they serious? So I read the article about it, and you can read it down here. It's in the description. You can read the article about it, and it's very complicated to explain in words what they're trying to do. But let's just say this: if you own an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3, and you download the games or Xbox Arcade and such, they have this thing where when you download the games, it matches with your serial number on your console and your username. Now, say if you went to a different console, and you put your name on it, you can have the game. You can still have the game. You can still play the game. Like sometimes people move their hard drive into another. You can still have the game, but if it's not online, you just get the trailer of the game. If it's online, you get the full game. And pretty much what it keeps people from doing is, stealing the games, But with this one, it's kind of similar what they're trying to do with the games. Now, my thoughts on this is, I'm on the fence with this. I'm actually on a gray area with it. Because I can see why Sony wants to do it. And I can see why most gamers don't want this to happen. Well, let's look at it from the Sony's perspective. And some gamers actually agree with Sony on doing this. When Sony makes a new video game, yes, it's very expensive. They're going on like $60 to $70 depending on what game it is. But it also costs a lot of money to make the games. So once they're, the release date comes out and they're selling the brand new games and stuff like that, because like the stores have to actually order the games from the companies so they can sell them. They're getting a percentage out of it. They're getting a good money out of it by buying the games for them and then selling it. Now, what if somebody, were to buy the game and then they own it and then they sell it back? Who's actually profiting out of that? And the funny thing is, especially with places like GameStop, you don't really get any money out of it. You only get like store credit. Now, say if you get cash for it, you're not going to get as much as what they offer you for store credit. So in the long run, places like, GameStop, FYE, Newberry Comics, and even like places like flea markets where you can get a lot of used games, they're kind of profiting out of the companies. So I kind of see Sony's thought process as to why they want to do this, because in a way they're kind of losing out on money if someone were to buy the used game, because one person and another person, that one copy of the game that was bought brand new is being resold amongst other people, and it's not like it's circulating that money towards Sony. That's the way I see it. It might be different. If I'm wrong with that, please feel free to correct me. To some gamers, they kind of like the idea because some gamers don't like used games. And I understand why from experience. Sometimes when you buy a used game, it's damaged, it's defaulted, especially when you buy them in flea markets. They have scratches on it and it gets messed up. And no one likes that. A lot of people prefer buying the brand new game because you have a better chance of not having it damaged. It's a better chance, So like I said, I can see Sony's perspective. I can see some gamers who are for this. I can see their side. Now, from the other side, like I said, not a lot of gamers out there want to pay full price for brand new games. You know, they're going up to 60 to 70 bucks a pop, and no one wants to buy them. You know, especially if you play games like, you know, for example, Resident Evil 6. It's not bad of a game, but after rented it from, you know, a red box, I could see why people didn't like it. And in my opinion, I feel that the game is not worth 60 bucks. It's actually worth less than that. That's my opinion. Another bad thing what will happen is, again, like I just mentioned, red box. What's going to happen when it comes to renting games now? You know, yeah, the people pay the companies to have the game so they can rent it out, but again, they're getting most of the profit because it's getting circulated from different people. So, like I said, I'm on the gray area with this, but I'm mostly towards not letting this thing happen. Because, like I said, I don't want to pay 60 bucks for a game that's not worth 60 bucks. Now, if you're talking about games like Batman Arkham City or Mario vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Mario vs. Capcom 3, games like that, or even games like Max Payne 3 or something like that, or the new game that's coming out, Devil May Cry, that I would say is worth 60 bucks. Because I played those demos and they're awesome. Well, I gotta get going. My lunch break is over. That's how I feel about it. So, if you have any rebuttals, as always, positive, there you go, or negative comment on the box below. And also, just want to give a shout out to Playfire. Because I know you guys in Playfire are actually watching this. I want to give a shout out to Playfire. If you haven't heard of Playfire and you're a gamer, definitely sign up, because it's kind of like Facebook, only for gamers. It's actually a fun site, man, and you get to see, compare and contrast your gamer scores through, you know, PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. It's a really good site. So right there. I love doing that. Yeah, boop, right there. Anyway, this is Duo Dreamer. This is rant number 9, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.